Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. We're Cyclone Central here. So we have a chicken in our bathroom. We have sandbags at the front door. We have plastic and tape and sandbags on these doors. I have the cockatiels carry cages all ready for if I need to take them out of their cage. The three of them are here just hanging out. They're having a quiet afternoon. Quiet. Shh, shh, shh. We have my husband obsessing over the cyclone track. We have an empty swimming pool in preparation for the maybe 800 mils of rain they're predicting. We have some grey skies and no gale force winds as yet. We have 10 litres of drinking water here and more in other bottles and things stashed away. We have batteries, we have lanterns, I have some paper plates and things if we don't have water, and I've got some canned, though I couldn't get any cans, but paper cupped meals. And finally here we have my desk where I've just given up. There's not much more I can do. I've cleaned, I've baked, I've prepped, I've taped, and I just thought I'm gonna just see if I can film my video for this week. We'll see how far we go, and yeah, because Alfred just keeps doing loop-de-loops and hanging out offshore, and yeah, all the waiting's getting a little frustrating, but what can you do? So let's do our journal pages together for week 11. So that was a little, I don't know if it's really a vlog, is it? But just a little bit of an update as to what's been going on. So yeah, we're all living on tenterhooks at the moment because this is Alfred, he's just spinning around, and then he goes back on himself, and then he comes again, then he goes back on himself, and the waiting is driving everybody a bit la-la. I decided to do a bit on my February memory keeping pages, just some sketching and things. Now I thought I can always take this in our safe room and do some colouring in there if and when the time comes. That's just been doing that. I couldn't believe it. Like, I really couldn't believe it last week when we pulled out Hurricane. I mean, come on. So I really hope that this week that that was my page for last week, Hurricane. I really hope that this coming week is something that's kind of a bit more positive or uplifting, because pulling out Hurricane when you've pretty much been told you're about to get the first cyclone in your area in over 50 years was not particularly funny. Let's get rid of this one. If only we could tuck Alfred away as well. Okay, please be something good. Please be something good. Okay, it's got the word birds, so this better be a positive thing because I love birds. Let's see. Oh, a flock of birds. Look up! This is the invitation of birds. We spend so much of our time looking down or trying not to run into people, we neglect to lift our gaze to see the tops of houses and the animals who swoop in circles overhead. Today, commit to looking up, looking down, and looking to the sides. Draw or write about the little things you notice and feel more at home in the world. Oh, well, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, well, I must admit, I'm probably the exception rather than the rule there, because I do probably spend a bit of time looking up because I do love birds and I love spotting birds when I'm out and about. So even though on Wednesday I had to queue for 4 hours for 10 sandbags. One of the things I tried to find the silver lining for that experience was there was an absolutely amazing flock of cockatoos that was circling around my car and sitting on the power lines, and then going and feeding on a football field that I trawled past for about an hour. And that really lifted my spirits, I must say. I love seeing birds in the wild, and especially cockatoos, because I've got my cockatiels, and so we always tease the cockatiels, and when the cockatoos fly past, we go, oh, there go your cousins. So, yeah. So that's nice. That lets me actually journal about something that I really, really love. Yeah, we're having a lot of little things at the moment. So you try to appreciate those little things when you're in a very odd situation that neither myself nor my husband or our children have ever experienced before. It's very, very strange. While I have a think about this, I'm going to go around my page. I like blue. I think we can just go with that. Have a bit of a think about how to represent this. So it's about noticing more than just the obvious around you, about looking up and looking down and looking around, not just what's in front of your nose, and appreciating it, I guess. I really just feel like journaling about birds today, because birds make me happy. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody while we're going through this weird weather event, who've taken the time to write comments, or not write comments, but keep us in your prayers and thoughts and your words of encouragement. It's been really, really comforting to read those, and it's just nice to know that people are thinking of you and wishing the best outcome for you. It's very reassuring and comforting in strange circumstances. I'm going to go and dig out a few things, obviously bird things. Right, my friends, I have gathered together some supplies. I have, to reference the flock of birds, I have my Peon Bird Island pet tape. I have in here also some rub-on stickers, and I have my Jessalyn Padilla bird stamps. I have my Claire Lynn of Six with Love Yutori stamp, which is a Japanese word which means intentionally slowing down to simply be, breathe, listen, and appreciate the richness and beauty of life and nature. So I thought that tied in. And then to reference the little sentence at the bottom about feeling more at home in the world, I have this home stamp. And finally, I have this paper that I can't remember, I think it was sent to me by one of my pen pals, and on one side it's actually making a mobile, but it's got this sort of watercolor cloud pattern on the back, and on this side these really beautiful watercolor paintings of clouds on this side. So I'm going to cut out a few of them and just see which side I prefer to use and see how we go. So I will try and find some nice music on thematic to put along here while we do a bit of journaling together. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I cannot tell you, just I appreciate it more than ever. I shouldn't wave my scissors around. I appreciate it more than ever. We can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. So I feel your company there on the other side of the screen. Alright, my friends, I'm going to stop my spread here whilst everything seems to be okay for the moment. I might even get some editing on my video done. It would be nice to have week 11 out for week 11, wouldn't it? But it's all a bit of an unknown, so we'll see how we go. I really enjoyed doing this spread. It took my mind off things, and I enjoyed splashing down just a bit of a watercolor sort of sky sort of thing on my page, and playing with some of my stamps and mixing up the writing, and finding this girl who I looked at all my girl stickers, well, not all of them, but a lot of them, and she was the only one kind of looking up. The rest of them are looking all very demure, which is quite funny. And yes, so that is week 11, A Flock of Birds. Commit to looking up, looking down, and looking to the sides. Draw or write about the little things you notice and feel more at home in the world. Thank you so much for your company. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I will see you in the next video. Keep your fingers crossed for us. Bye.